council meeting since back in November. But thank God I'm improving. I'd like to first start off as I'd like to thank some of the council members. I think most of you knew that this year I've been in the hospital 3 times. Miss Cole Martin came by to see me, and I thank you. Miss Kemp called me, sent me a get well card, and wanted to know if she could help me to give her a call. I thank you. Miss Vogt, you called me and sent me something that I really didn't need, but I took care of it anyway. A fruit basket. I ate it all. Okay, so much for that. Our Lincoln Neighborhood Association will be meeting the 5th of May at Owen Jack's at corner Automobile and 9 Mile. And what bothers me to some extent tonight, and I don't understand, going back to the budget, on number 8 says budget expenditure report. You said receive and file. What did that tell us taxpayers? Receive and file. What I get out of it, if I asked either one of you 9 about this report, you say, well, I didn't vote on it. Why? Don't we have a right to know the financial report of this city? I feel that we do. And I feel if you 9 people would be honest with us, that you would agree that we have that right. Because it's my money, it's your money. And another thing I brought up before, and I'll bring it up again, going back to the paperwork that we fill out, the application that we fill out to have the opportunity to speak. If council members want to assist you, if you want to assist me, then you will ask me for my telephone number, and you will get in contact with me later. If you want to assist me. What did all of us people elect you people for? To assist us? Or for us to do the work for the city council? Very sad, is it not? And this is not the first time I brought this up. I brought it up even back when Chuck Bussey was sitting on board. Why? It won't be long till every one of you sitting there up there, excepting the lawyer, the city attorney, will be wanting our assistance. This is election year, folks. What are you going to tell the people? I done the best in your interest? Or I didn't know no better? Or I did what I wanted to? We'll have an answer. Last but not least, I have heard through a real extremely good source that we will be losing 2 fire stations, one around 13 Mile Road and one at 9 Mile and Federal. One supposedly is going to close the 1st of July. The one up around 13 Mile Road. And the one at 9 Mile and Federal is supposedly going to close after the election. Ain't that very sad? After the election. Do you people recall back a few months ago when there was a building, Lincoln High School, when they had the fire down there? What would have happened if the fire truck had to come from the middle of the city?
Please conclude.
It'd been a disaster.
Make a motion to extend the time for Mr.
Support.
Atkins, especially since he hasn't been here since November. He's got a lot saved up.
Support.
Motion by Ms. Boat, support by Ms. Kilmartin. All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed?
Thank you. But this is something very important. When you lose your fire department and you lose your police department, what do you have left? Think about it. Be just like being in a holler with no electricity. And you know what a holler is? I'll tell you, Mr. Les. A holler is a place where it goes down like this, with no lights. Is that what this administration wants? Do they want to take our fire department away? Think about in the last year or 2 years, how many firemen have we lost that we don't have today? If your house caught on fire tonight, would you like to have a fire station close by? Or would you want to come up around the middle of the city? 8 to 14, 6 miles, that'd be 11-mile road. It's disturbing. And what's even worse yet, we as taxpayers voted a millage in for our fire department and police department. Folks, we're in trouble. If we're not very careful, we'll end up like Pontiac did. You know what happened to Pontiac? They lost part of their police department, and I heard just a few days ago on the news that there was so much crime they couldn't keep up with it. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to hush. Just a few days ago, at 4 o'clock in the morning, down on Hupp Street, I guess most of you know where Hupp is, there was a house down there, 2-story, had a fire at 4 o'clock in the morning. And evidently it practically destroyed it. What if that fire truck had to come from 11-mile road? Everything would have burned up and could have been alive. Houses can be restored, but lives cannot, especially in a fire. Think about it, folks. Think about what kind of condition our city's in. And you people are elected for check and balance. You got a responsibility. And if I've offended anybody, I'm sorry, but that's just exactly the way I feel. We've been elected. But if we don't stand up and be counted, we're going to be elected more yet. But remember, it's your election year. God bless you, my prayer.
Our next speaker is Henry Krzysztofczyk.
Welcome back, Kyle. Madam President, distinguished members of the council, city attorney, Henry Krzysztofczyk, longtime resident of this fine community. Mr. Atkins, when they close fire stations, look at your insurance policy. If your insured rate goes up, you take that bill and you bring it to this council and tell them to pay it. because most of your fire insurances for your home is predicated on the availability of fire stations. It's another tax without representation. Mr. Bacamino, don't mean to pick on you. When you said the other day, you held up the charter, said, "Lot of land," the people spoke. Sir, you were wrong. The law of land is the state, supreme. They can close the city down, no problem. Mr. Stevens, you like to read court cases and laws and everything else. Read Hunter versus Pittsburgh. All of you council people should read that. They'll clear up a myth for you people that you think that the people in the city of Warren have the power over the state. That the council can violate state law. Hunter versus Pittsburgh. I believe the year was 1907 or 1909, one of those two, 07. I read it. Very interesting. All of you's got this letter, which I'm going to read. It's in part. It is from Stephen G. Idell, legal counsel to the governor. It was dated the 25th of August of last year. Consistent with normal practices, the proposed amendments were sent to this office of the Attorney General, Mike Cox, for review. Mr. Cox reviewed the proposals in light of the Home Rule City Act and concluded that the amendments are consistent with the Act with the exception of proposed Charter Section 5.1b, which provides a redistricting commission to establish the boundaries of a newly drawn council districts. And the last paragraph concludes there, it says, as the governor takes her constitutional obligations seriously, she is unable to approve the proposed charter amendments given the inconsistencies identified by Attorney General's office. At that point, the 5 of you should have joined the other 4 and voted this thing down. Now it's going to cost thousands and thousands of dollars in litigation. And you did us a favor, too. A year ago, we didn't even know what the Home Rule City Act was. I'm very proud of Dean Barry. I'm proud of Sawyer. We quote the law to you people. And you people are supposed to understand the law. But do you? Do you follow the law? Had you read the Home Rule City Act, and you would understand what this says. Last meeting, Mr. Warner addresses City Council, the City Attorney. What do we do now? Remember that? You punt. You gambled and you lost.
I'll make a motion to extend Mr. Christopher's time by 3 minutes.
Support. Motion by Mr.
Look at the
Bacamino,
embarrassment
support by Ms.
that you
Camardi.
5 are causing this city by not understanding the Home Rule City Act